Make your Thanksgiving extra special this year with some personal touches. Here to show us how to personalize your napkins is Macy Fiella, co-owner of Knack in East Hampton. Welcome back, Macy.
Thanks so much.
All right, now this is really easy to do.
Yeah.
And very inexpensive.
Oh yeah, it's free.
It's free.
So everybody has cardboard tubes, toilet paper, or paper towels. And we're going to do two different kind of napkin rings today. The first one, really simple. It is just cutting your tube into pieces. Usually you can get about 3 rings out of a tube this size.
Okay.
And this one is just decoupaged with scrapbook paper or any other kind of, this one I used a piece of sheet music that I thought was really pretty. And all it is using a little Mod Podge, and if you don't have this, you can also use just like plain Elmer's glue watered down. It works just the same.
Decoupage is basically just just gluing,
yeah,
right?
it's a fancy name for gluing.
So don't get intimidated by decoupage.
So it's gluing to put the paper onto the tube, and then the decoupaging is gluing on top also.
Okay,
so it sort
covering.
of seals it up.
Right, exactly.
So you get a little bit more of a permanent finish. And that's it. And you can sort of change it to fit whatever your decor is for your table. So you can personalize it. It's really easy. Kids can do it. Good activity for them.
And it's amazing how something so easy can look so fabulous. And how you can personalize it and have it match all of your decor. Wonderful. So that's one easy way to dress up your Thanksgiving table. Another way is, again, napkin rings.
Yeah, same thing, same cardboard tubes, but this, they're wrapped with yarn. So these I wrapped, did a little with some embellishment, some beads, or adding a little stripe with a contrasting color of yarn. Super simple. This one doesn't require any glue. Also a good project for kids. So if you want to help me with this one,
when you told me it's good for kids, when I looked at it, it looks like it would be a lot more work than it is.
Yeah, no, it is. It's super easy.
And you can use them every year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the way you start, you just cut your tube. However, you know, if you want it to be a little bit thicker or thinner, cut it to however you want. Tie your yarn on there. Add a little, make sure you leave a little tail at the end, because that's what you're going to tie it up with.
Okay.
And then for each tube, you need about 3 yards of yarn. You don't have to be too precise, just sort of take some off. You can always tie more on if you run out halfway through. No big deal. And this, super easy, you just start wrapping. So good activity for kids to do while they're waiting for Thanksgiving dinner. You can, they can watch movies, so you just stick it through and wrap. That's it.
Wow.
So you just keep going. So if you want to try wrapping that one?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do, Macy. This is so cool.
So super easy, and then at the end you just tie it off so you have your tube. And then what I did to add a little, interest to them, I added some contrasting yarn for stripes. So I'll just show you how to do that while you keep wrapping. See, you're good. Yeah. And you kind of just squish it together to make sure that it's really tight, so you get a nice and tight look.
Now we're talking about Thanksgiving right now and how you can decorate your table and personalize it with colors. Right. But this would make a great gift.
It would be, yeah. You could make a set for a friend in whatever color they liked. And I like these because they sort of, are nice in fall, because it's got that sort of wool yarn, cozy.
It's cozy.
Right.
And everyone's got a table, right?
Everyone's got a table. And you can do it to match any decor, which is fun. So if you wanted to add a little stripe, just tie on your yarn again and pull it through, and you can do just one stripe, or you can do thicker stripes all the way across.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is such a great idea. I love it.
Keeps them busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's easy to do, and it's
easy to do.
Inexpensive, budget friendly.
And a lot of people,
I love.
You have a little bit of extra yarn if you're a knitter or you've done other craft projects, and you don't need very much. So if you have something that you like, you can use it in another way. And you can get fancy, you could do a little design if you wanted. Again, add some beads. I had some of those little beads with a little initial on it, so you could personalize them.
And then it could be a little favor. They could take napkin rings home. Look at how far I got just in this short amount of time.
So it could be sort of a place called card holder and a napkin ring at the same time.
That's true, yes. Yeah. Well, hey, when you watch Mass Appeal, you can make your own napkin rings. Thanks so much, Macy.
You're welcome.
We'll be back with
so much.
Amber a little later in the show. So later on, we're going to show you how to personalize your Thanksgiving table with your own place cards. Stay tuned.
So earlier in the show, we showed you how to make chic napkin rings to personalize your Thanksgiving table.
And now we're going to show you how to make your own place card holders with Amber Ladley. She's the co-owner of Knack in East Hampton.
I'm excited about these.
When I first saw them, I think I screamed a little bit. I was so excited.
I heard it.
They're adorable.
So let's start with this one because I love it. It's a little ship.
It is a little Mayflower here for place card, and it's very simple to do. You want to have 3 corks that are about the same length, and then you can use rubber bands. What we've used here are some inner bike tubes that were no longer good.
So they didn't even go and buy rubber bands. They're using bike tube rubber bands.
Yep, we just sliced them and you just band them together like that.
How cool is that?
Recycling at its best.
See if I can do the other side.
And then you get to drink 3 bottles of wine with your friends in order to do, well, more than 3 because you have to make many
That's right,
ships.
You gotta make a whole table.
Chefs.
This
wine
could
with
end
friends.
poorly.
And then we've just taken some cardboard tubes and sliced them for the sale. So this is a toilet paper tube that's been cut in half and then in quarters, and then give a little edge to the sail. You can decorate it however you'd like.
Anyway, so you stamped yours.
I did. I stamped one for Tim and one for Amber.
Very, very cool. Now let's see the other one, because I see some champagne corks, and that's something I have a lot of in my home.
Yes.
And you can make them into little turkeys.
Yeah, so the champagne corks provide a nice little fat turkey there, so on the base. And again, very simple to do. So for the feathers, I used the cardboard tubes again, flattened them and painted, and then
And painting them first is a good tip, because then you don't have to individually paint a bunch of turkeys.
Right, yeah, definitely paint it first, and it dries really quickly because the cardboard absorbs the paint. So it's pretty quick. And then you just want to slice them into some feathers, and you can get quite a bit from one tube. And then what we're going to do is glue all of these feathers together.
Okay.
So just a little bit of hot glue there.
Can't believe they're trusting me with a hot glue gun. Uh-oh. What happens when you get a
I think
string?
you're 28, Seth. You can handle that.
So what happens? Do you take the strings off?
When it dries, it'll just pick off really easily.
All right.
So you just want to put that on there.
Seth's the beginner at hot glue gun.
I don't often hot glue gun.
I don't either. I should do it more though.
Absolutely.
Because
Everyone
it's amazing all the things that you can make with hot glue, huh?
It is really great. If you don't have a hot glue gun, you can use like tacky glue. I mean, it's just cardboard, so you could use Elmer's glue. And if you do use another one of those glues, it will take a little longer. Put a paper clip on it to hold them
For
while they
safety's
dry.
sake, put a paper clip on there.
Yes.
And now how do we attach them?
So we've got one already made here, and this part you do need the hot glue. But I have made using a bottle cap and some googly eyes, some little felt scraps to make a little turkey face.
That is the coolest.
Thank you.
I love it.
And then
So you're just gonna hot glue right on here.
I can do that. Here we are, a little of this. I keep making those.
Nice job.
Thank you very much.
That's all right.
A little of that. Look
Yep.
at that.
And the same thing with the feathers on the back.
Where am I attaching the feathers? To just the back?
Right to the back, yep.
Okay.
Now, what did you use to put this little holder in there for the place card?
I just took some wire, some just regular aluminum craft wire, and cut it into about 4 inches, and then taking some needle nose pliers, just wrap it around a few times.
That's how you did that.
Slide it off, and that's it. Just put it right into the cork, and then you've got a little place for your name once you've got it all ready to go.
Pretty cool.
Just like that. Oh,
You gotta hold it on there when it's.
Just while it dries.
It dries pretty quick, though.
Well, I'll
does,
do this for the
right.
next 20 minutes or so. I'll just keep it right here.
Yeah.
And then your guests will be like, oh my goodness, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. So we should save our champagne and wine corks, save your cardboard tubes and bottle caps.
Yes.
All the time. I love it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
This is so
You're welcome.
adorable.
Thanks for
Amber,
having me.
what a great idea.
Hey, so earlier in the show we asked